Yeah, I know I'm a bit late with this one, and that's okay. I missed May the 4th because I was out camping with my sons, so I apologize for that, but priorities, life, that sort of thing. So here's a belated May the 4th be with you, and I'm sorry I missed it. And when I got back, it took me a couple of days to get settled back in and get back to a normal routine. But I watched Tales of the Empire, and I have to say, oh my God, that was amazing. For short stories, this was really good. The animation was incredible, and just really the characters, wow. And I'll get into that in just a moment. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. Yeah, this time the sponsor isn't me, so haha. The sponsor is actually a viewer who said he would like to be a sponsor. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, all you have to do is say, I want to be a sponsor. You don't have to give me anything, buy me anything, or sweeten me up in any way. Just say you want to be a sponsor and you love Star Wars. But today's sponsor is Trans Am JC. Thank you so much, Trans Am JC. And let's see what he has to say. Oh, yeah. Same thing all the sponsors should be saying. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment below what you thought of Tales of the Empire. All right, now let's get back into it. Tales of the Empire released on May the 4th, and I couldn't be happier with it. I liked Tales of the Jedi. I thought it was a great arc for Count Dooku and Ahsoka Tano. But now we get Morgan Elsbeth and Barriss Offee. Finally, we get to find out what happened to Barriss Offee. Everybody can stop speculating that she's this character or that masked character or whatever. But I don't want to get into her too much right now because this one is about Morgan Elsbeth. And let me tell you, Morgan Elsbeth's story is one of tragedy, but also, she kind of got what was coming to her, didn't she? Now, Morgan Elsbeth was one character that was actually born of fire. Okay, not literally, she wasn't born in a fire, but her demeanor that we know today, as of the Ahsoka Tano series, was born of fire. She got to witness as General Grievous and his goons from the Separatist Alliance came in and did a blitzkrieg-style war of attrition against her own people, the Night Sisters. She watched as her own mother died, and she barely made it out herself. Then she held a grudge against just about everybody that came into her path after that. And at the beginning, yes, we felt sorry for her. We were like, oh man, that kind of sucks. Yeah, poor girl. But then by the end, you hate her again. You're like, oh man, yeah, she kind of deserved what she got in the Ahsoka series. So, yeah, it's what you do with that hate, What do you do with it? I guess you could go on a rampage, but try to make your life better. Or not. But we got to see how she was the constructor of the TIE Defender program, which we saw Grand Admiral Thrawn be very fond of in Star Wars Rebels. And that was a nice little backstory. Now, where she got the technical knowledge of doing this kind of stuff is beyond me. Or why she'd want to help the Empire destroy whatever. It didn't make much sense there. Yeah, that's true. It didn't make much sense. Her motivation, she told Thrawn, for wanting to join the Empire was to get revenge. Well, the Separatists were gone by that point. Who's she going to get revenge against? Was it the Jedi's fault that she became what she became and how everything played out? But it was still a good story, very compelling, and you felt kind of compassionate for her in the beginning, but then you didn't. You just wanted to slap her in the mouth and say, shut up. But it is what it is, and it is still a great story, even though you wanted to slap her. No, I don't condone slapping women. But let's get back to it. The animation in this was incredible. I think it even rivaled that of the Bad Batch. In the Clone Wars, the animation was decent enough. It was good, but there were things that bugged me about it, such as you could see brush strokes on the characters' faces and helmets and gear and all that stuff. Well, what looked like brush strokes. In this, it's smooth. It's a nice transition. There's even parts of it that look like realism. It looked very real to me. And I thought, wow, this could have been a movie. But they didn't make it a movie, did they? Now, the fight scenes were incredible, and even like the explosions and stuff were pretty super badass, I have to say. And I'd like to see more of this animation style, and I feel like we will get more since the Bad Batch has concluded with a lot of loose ends still hanging out there. But back to it. I wasn't really a fan of the Night Sisters when they appeared in the Clone Wars at first, but then they grew on me. And every time we get an individual story of a Night Sister, it grows on me even more. So, yeah, I like it. But I'm just a guy who likes Star Wars, so take it for what it's worth. But that's all I'm going to talk about for today. I will be doing another video about Barriss Offee in Tales of the Empire, and then I will be doing my Bad Batch wrap-up, which includes a lot of in-depth conversation about it. I might turn that into a live stream. Let me know in the comments if you'd rather have a video or a live stream on it. I'd like to hear from you. And once again, listen to our sponsor and hit the subscribe button, like the video, and leave a comment. This is Gerald, a Star Wars fanatic, signing off, wishing you all great health, happiness, and peace. Thank you all for watching, and remember, this is the way.